And this episode of Caster's Couch is going to come out exactly at 10 a.m. and not 30 to 45 minutes late like it was last week.
Yeah?
Right?
Well, I'll tell you what I normally do is I try to interact with it before I leave for LCS, if LCS is that day. And I waited. I saw it hit 10 o'clock. I looked at my phone. There was no Caster's Couch. So I said, fuck it. And didn't check anymore and went to the LCS instead.
I interacted with it and it said coming soon. I was like, is it out or not? What does coming
So
soon
neither of
mean?
us knew what was going on.
So I was experimenting with what's called YouTube Premiere, where basically you can schedule something to come out. And so like it premieres like a movie almost. So basically I think like
we got a red carpet for that last episode.
I mean, kind of with what Raz had discovered. I think that it deserved the special
treatment. You need to roll out the red carpet for that one.
Spider-Man and that chick from Overwatch are going to show up and have a great time.
That chick from Overwatch?
Zendaya.
What did you just say?
Yep.
Oh,
you're canceled.
Yeah.
I don't
It took
even
me a while.
want to.
It took me so long. I was like, what did Zendaya do on Overwatch?
No, unironically, I thought they was the same character for the better part of like a whole year until people started talking about like the chemistry between Spider-Man and Zendaya, and I was like, there's no fucking way, bro. They're taking this multiverse shit way too far. There's no way Blizzard went for this. They're way too like selfish with their IP. And so then I looked it up and I was like, wait, who's this? That's not the robot with the balls. Like,
he's thinking of Zenyatta for people who have not picked up on
Yes,
it.
he is.
yeah, so
Jeez.
that's an honest mistake. I've never played Overwatch.
You can get her to
Honestly-
cosplay it, I guess.
You're not missing much. You are not missing much. But I would like to see the Zendaya Zenyatta skin because Blizzard gave up on their preciousness over their IP.
Okay.
They actually just collabed with One Punch Man. So Doomfist was One Punch Man.
Oh.
It was a miss, I think.
Oh.
And that's
Why
coming from
would it
Ovilee,
be-
the anime.
Why
fan.
is it a miss, huh?
So from what I saw, the only
One
thing...
Punch Man can't be black?
No. No, so it was a miss because all they did was give him a yellow jumpsuit.
Oh, okay.
So I was like,
Not my too.
yeah.
but where's like the collaboration, like with what Fortnite does, where you have Naruto doing the Dougie, right?
Yeah.
I want more of that. No, but so the reason why the episode was like 30, 45 minutes late was because we finished shooting the episode on Monday evening. Flowers left my place at like 10-ish or so.
Yeah.
10-ish or maybe 11-ish.
Raz was like an hour earlier than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rez was a
Yeah.
little bit earlier because you were helping me test out some game footage for a shoot I had the next morning.
That shit, fuck you.
Number one game tester.
Exactly. So on Tuesday, which is usually the day when I look through, timestamp, edit, post the podcast and everything, Tuesday I woke up at like 7, drove to a shoot, and I was on set until 2 in the morning. So when I got home. Sorry, I got home at 2 in the morning.
So you're going from like 7 till 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm guessing. So wait, that's 5 plus 1, 18 hours.
Well, that's a schedule, all right.
Like,
I'm not good at scheduling.
damn, bro.
You had like producer responsibilities.
Oh, I had
so it
producer
wasn't just-
responsibilities.
Okay, so you
It
were
wasn't just being talented.
many hats.
Yeah. So then I got home at 2 a.m. and I'm like, I gotta do the podcast. And then I fell asleep. So I did it in the morning. I did it in the morning. And technically the podcast was done by 10. But what happens is if you release it at 10 without it doing like the processing, it comes out as only 360p. So
Oh.
technically it's accessible and you can watch it, but it's only in 360p. So I was like, I'm gonna delay it by
Yeah.
30 minutes and then just like make sure it comes out clean. But
But what was more? So tell us,
Nice.
Ovilee,
Nice.
what was that much more important than your friends?
drag queens.
Drag queen.
Drag queens. I'm so excited to talk about this, Flowers, because hopefully the trailer has already dropped or drops later today when this releases on Wednesday.
Okay.
But through FlyQuest, I built a show around an amazing drag queen who's local to LA named Bitch Puddin', who runs a drag show that is all video game themed. She was one of the winners of this drag show Dragula, which is really popular, where it's all like horror themed. And so basically,
Horror themed.
what did you think I said?
Not horror themed. Horror.
I mean,
He's just making sure he's enunciating.
we're a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm super
I'm still hooked
excited.
on the fact that her name is Bitch Pudding. That's
Bitch
already...
pudding, spelled with a
Pudding.
Q.
Wait, where does the Q
Where's the
go?
Q?
BIQTCHPUDDIN. Bitch pudding.
I thought the Q would be in the second word.
Nope.
Like you turn.
Bitch?
Bitch pudding. I think it's supposed to be closer to like biatch,
Oh, okay.
right? But with a
yeah.
Q.
Yeah.
So bitch pudding.
I don't know if that's how it works, but I
No,
like
I
it.
don't think that's how that works,
no,
man.
But I like it. I support it.
So she's fantastic. She also hosted the TwitchCon drag show last year, which is where I heard about her from. And so I have Bitch Puddin playing Street Fighter 6 with her friend Alex Myers. We have Bitch Puddin playing Smash Ultimate with FlyQuest players who just took first and second at Wave Dash. Shout out J Mook and Kadona.
Yeah, you guys are at least good at one game.
Oh, shut your face.
They're good at a
Shut your
game!
face.
They're good at a single game!
FlyQuest League of Legends is not doing well.
Fly Quest.
Listen, if the League of Legends team is not going to carry the content, I will.
There you go.
That's what I'm trying for. So I'm
Okay.
very excited for this. I'm also a little bit nervous about it too, and I think you guys know why. So the first episode that we have, it's really funny.
Yeah.
It's Bitch Puddin' and then a drag queen named Meatball.
Meatball. Wait, from like Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
That's what I was
It's
thinking.
Meatwad, yeah.
Meatwad. That's
Okay.
But they're playing Overcooked and they're like screaming at each other, and I was crying watching like the edit that we put together.
I need to see it.
But I will show you. I will show you
Okay.
right after this.
Okay.
Right after we finish filming, I'll
Sneak
show you
preview.
because it's only like
What?
15 minutes long.
What characters were they playing in Street Fighter 6?
Okay, so
Raz
this
has to
is-
get into the
This is
metagame
what I
here.
need to know.
So this is Bitch Puddin'. This is like a little teaser for episode 2.
Okay.
Bitch Puddin' only plays Chun-Li.
I love her. Yep.
Yeah.
You love her?
She's great. She's great. She made a great choice.
The new Chun-Li. Okay. What's with them thighs, though?
Oh my God! Those
Chun-Li's
She got
always been
thighs.
thighs,
She always
though,
had
right?
thighs.
No, no.
Yes.
She had
However,
she had a thigh reduction from Street Fighter 5. I will put that out
Okay,
there. Street
really?
Fighter 5.
Really?
She had them big ass thighs.
So I would almost challenge that, and I think we can look at
They're
reference
pretty
photos
big
after,
right now.
because I think that her thighs are bigger in Street Fighter 6. The only reason why they maybe look a little bit smaller is because they have pants on.
No, I'm telling you, she has big. The one thing I will give her in Street Fighter 5
Pulling it up.
is that she is just larger in general.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like she's more stacked. She's more muscular.
bigger boobies, too.
True. So like that's why her thighs are just bigger in Street Fighter 5. Like if you saw Street Fighter 5's Chun-Li walk up to you, you'd either be scared and run, or you'd be like, break my head with your thighs,
Yeah.
mistress.
Yeah, some of us
Squash
would
my
be
head.
break the fuck up. Hey, what's up, girl?
Hey, how you doing?
I saw a lot of people were saying like Chun-Li looks older now, and people were also pumped for that because
Yeah.
Chun-Li has usually always in the face just looked like very young. But then
Yeah.
this one, it's like Chun-Li is a woman now, and everyone's like, crush me with your thighs, mommy!
Yep.
I'm looking for a side-by-side comparison right now, but I'm not finding like a good one. But yes, no, I'm down to test that theory. Drop comments in the... Oh, wait, no. This
Thigh by thigh.
thigh by thigh. I can't tell if this is legit or not. But here, flowers help! Flowers help!
I can't contribute to this motherfucking conversation in any meaningful way. I will pass the phone happily.
Yes.
To thighs?
That's pretty legit.
Sure.
They're using the same thing.
Right? I feel like that's... And so I think that her thighs do look bigger in Street Fighter 6. But okay, so enough thigh talk. But yes, so I'm very
zooming in.
excited.
Yeah, for the record, we're not complaining.
No,
My
absolutely not.
God.
Raz is in there, dude. Raz is diving deep.
God damn, you might be right.
Give the man a scuba mask.
Whoa.
He's staying down there.
Don't worry, mommy. I brought a snorkel.
Yeah, I fucking love her. So anyways, the show is called Fight Me, Bitch.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. It's going to come out Friday on the FlyQuest YouTube channel. So youtube.com/FlyQuest. Go check that out. But I'm going to be honest, I'm a little nervous. Just because I posted a couple pictures
Yeah.
about me with Bitch and Meatball.
Yeah.
And there were already people who were like, fuck you.
Yeah. Anytime you're
That's
in
the
America, I
internet.
mean anywhere on the planet, but like for this instance in America, you do temperature check. Oh, everybody's fucking awful. Okay, great. That's how you.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, this is like not great at all. But at the same time, it's like I feel like this is like good and important and kind of like newer content that definitely hasn't been explored within like our neck of the woods at all. So I'm excited for it. And if there's a couple people who are haters just because they're, for lack of better words, ignorant or uneducated.
You're going to get bigoted haters that'll always come by. I like the fact that it's being pushed through anyways, because the most important thing is normalizing and be like, oh, you don't like it? Well, fuck off. That's your position. Everyone's going to shame you for it, and we move on and for a better space.
Well, that's the thing, too. It's not even like, if you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. I'm not actually going to hold Flowers down and make him watch it. That's exactly what we're going to do.
No.
That's exactly what we're going to do.
No.
But, like, the
doing
difference
that.
is just, like, you watch it, and you're like, that wasn't for me. I'm not going to watch past the first 2 minutes of it, or I'm not going to watch the second episode. That's fine.
Yeah.
Don't send death threats.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah, those are probably not the best response to content that you didn't particularly enjoy watching.
Seems an overreaction to internet
Maybe a little
content.
bit.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
But you know what's not an overreaction?
What's up?
The celebration of today. It's a holiday, everyone. And once again, we are making Ian and Raz both work on it. What holiday is it, Flowers?
I'm not clapping for this.
What holiday is it, Flowers?
It's Juneteenth. I'm not clapping.
We're being forced to work on Juneteenth.
Outrageous.
So pop quiz.
What's up?
Flowers, what does Juneteenth represent? Or what is the reason why we have Juneteenth as a holiday?
It represents the news of the emancipation of formerly enslaved African Americans reaching as far west as Texas and the expansion of the frontier at that point in time.
Okay. We didn't think
And
that
you
you
thought he
would know
wouldn't
that.
get it.
There it is. There it is.
I actually passed school, dude.
Yeah.
You're the one
It's
who's always
history
like,
buff.
I can't remember how many states there are.
Yep, she's the one struggling. She didn't know it. She was trying to test you if you knew it.
I didn't think you were going to know it.
To
Granted,
be
I will
fair.
tell you, I did not learn this in school in Ohio.
No. of
No,
course not.
absolutely not. Okay, maybe ignorance. Was Juneteenth wasn't a holiday until recently, though, was
Very
it?
recently.
Like a couple years ago?
Like I had never heard of it being celebrated, like even to this day, like back home in Midwestern areas or anything like that. I don't know particularly where it is, where it isn't. I'm not going to pretend like I do, but it's definitely one of those things that depending on like where you live and what the culture and the community is like, it's not even on your radar. Like I say, I never even heard the term until I was like in my 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I first heard the term, I thought it was a joke. I was like, yeah, I was born on September 10th. I was like, yeah, nice one.
Juneteenth, that's not a number. Got him.
And Raz, as a Canadian, how do you feel about this as your holiday?
I feel, well represented. As a first generation Ethiopian, my dad came right out the boat and instantly was like, I feel the pain. I feel it.
Yeah. It's so fucked up that it is a holiday at all. Like, I understand, and, like, I'm glad that there's a new federal holiday and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But what it's representing is pretty fucked up. Like, slavery actually ended 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, it's like now
You guys are
everybody
gonna
knows.
find out. We better tell you now.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it's probably not great. Ian, let me know if the camera starts to shake because Thresh is sleep running and
She
his
started doing
feet-
this the moment he explained Juneteenth. Like, I'm just saying, you might want to watch out for Thresh.
Oh no!
He is a German Shepherd.
He's like,
Oh no!
I gotta catch him. Keep running. I gotta catch.
He's a police dog for sure.
Thresh is not racist. He's just sexist, okay?
Let's just say he's feeling the grass in the plantation between his toes.
Running free. Home where he belongs.
All right,
He's
listen.
feeling the woods right now. The wind between his hair.
You're awful. But also, listen, we technically had back-to-back holidays.
When was the last holiday?
I'm just gonna wait.
Let's see, back to back.
Sunday.
Oh, New Year's Eve and New Year's.
Yes.
No.
Did either of you call your parents yesterday?
Look, I will come out and start saying my dad does not celebrate. Does
not celebrate Juneteenth?
Oh yeah, he doesn't celebrate. He doesn't even know. If I asked my dad what Juneteenth was, he's like, "What are you saying to me?" I played so many jokes on him that he's probably like, "Are you trying to fuck with me?" He does not want, but I will ask him.
You didn't call your father on Sunday?
Oh, was yesterday Father's Day?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
My dad never gave a shit about Father's Day or any of those things. He doesn't even care about his own birthday.
That's my father too.
He's just chilling, dude. He doesn't want any of that bullshit.
That's literally my parents. They don't care. I didn't remember what my parents' birthday was up until literally when I had to do my visa for the UK.
Right, yeah.
That's kind of a dick move.
I mean,
like,
I know what my parents' birthdays are.
They didn't tell me. I mean,
Dox 'em.
I found out, of course, when I was like 8 years old. And then it's like, oh, but we should get you something. It's like, no. I was like, okay. And my mother, specifically my mother, didn't have a birthday because she was born on a farm in Ethiopia. And so, like, they did it through seasons, is what I've heard.
Right.
And so, like, when she started needing to provide her birthday to the government, she gave him a birthday. She was like, yeah, it was on this season. We know that.
It's actually a big problem in track and field.
Really?
Yeah. Youth athletics. Lots of Kenyan and Ethiopian kids. It's like, oh, they were born in the spring of this year.
Yes.
It's like, okay, well,
That's close enough.
Yep. It's like, let's just
it's like,
on
wait
a
a
random
minute,
day.
beginning of spring, end of spring.
Yeah.
He's like,
How
we don't know.
old are they?
Yeah, we don't know.
That's
They were born.
crazy.
So like, I had to when I was doing my visa. I was like, what is the birthday and city or village that your parents are born? I was like, I'm gonna need some time. I'm gonna have to call them, cross-reference that if it's possible to answer it.
See, you actually at least thought, I'm going to try to answer this. I remember reading that question because my information about my parents was also incomplete on the British visa.
Yeah.
Because I knew their birthdays, but then when it was like, list the city that your parents were born in, I just looked at that question. I was like, the Queen ain't need to know this. She's dead. And so I just wrote somewhere in Ohio.
Yeah,
I was
there
like,
it is.
y'all don't need to know. Fuck off.
Yep.
And you know what? I never got it kicked back to me. It worked.
What the fuck?
I was just like, I know you're born somewhere in Ohio. It ain't matter. It's not their visa. It's mine. Like,
There's probably enough fucked up city names in America. They were like, oh, somewhere Ohio.
oh yes, of course, somewhere
yeah.
Ohio.
Yeah.
The famous town of
When does your passport expire?
It's April of 2026.
Okay, good. Mine expires next year, and I just remembered that I should ask you when yours expires because you forget things a lot. And I get nervous for you.
It's whatever. It just means I got to go to the DMV.
Yeah, there it
So
is.
apparently for passport renewal, you have to mail it in now. You can't just go to the DMV. Because I was like, oh, I'll just go to the DMV. I haven't had any problems with the DMV for like the past 5 years.
Dude, when I had to go get the passport, I went to the DMV early in the morning, like back before it, because it opened at 8 a.m. I went there at 7, and the line was already out the door.
Ooh.
Did you have an appointment?
Yes. No.
That's the reason
Yep.
why.
So that's why. So that's why I'm like, whenever I hear people going, "Oh, I hate the DMV. I hate the DMV," I'm like, "Did you make an appointment?"
Here's the problem with your statement.
DMV
Let's hear it.
sucks.
So I made an appointment, and at first I was in the wrong lineup because the wrong lineup was.
Right. It's super huge.
They were like, "Oh yeah, you're in the other lineup." I go in the other lineup. I'm like, guys, this did not help me. Maybe by a little bit, just a fraction. I was like, I guess I have an appointment lineup, and it's maybe 5 minutes shorter. Actually, it was much shorter, but it was still a fuck up lineup out the door and into Africa. At least it wasn't into Antarctica. So
There you go.
I've never had an issue with DMV appointments. I always make it. I walk up. There's maybe like 2 or 3 people in line ahead of me. I go in there and I get my shit done.
that's
See,
crazy.
in Ohio, in small town Ohio, that's what the DMV's like. I never had a problem with it till I moved to LA. LA DMV is not good.
Hey, Flowers, did you make an appointment?
Nope. Why would I make an appointment for something 2 years from now? That's dumb. I'm gonna forget it anyway. By
So
then.
you make the appointment maybe like a week or 2 before you're gonna go.
Well, I'm not gonna remember it by then. That's 2 years from now.
Okay, so that's why you stand in line with all of the other people who aren't smart enough to make an appointment.
No, maybe they're just not like neurotic. and
Comment
bad, so 2
below
years
if you're
from
going to
now.
make an appointment at the DMV.
Dear Lord.
Otherwise, Ovilee will shame
Yeah.
you.
Flowers,
Make
I
an
think it's
appointment.
interesting because you wanted to talk about memory games today and you couldn't even remember to make an appointment.
For my shit 2 years from now? Hell no, I didn't.
There it is.
But no, I was talking. So this actually ties in. I had a conversation today about something that happened last week because you were mentioning earlier how we were playing games to test for your drag queen show. And one of those games we were playing was Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, which is like a party game where you have teams of 2 or whatever. One person's reading a manual, the other person's playing the game where you have to look at a virtual bomb that has puzzles on it and then ask for instructions on how to solve the puzzles from the person with the book. And so Raz and I were teamed up this past week when we were testing it, and there's a Simon Says game on there. And Raz had the book. And one of the things that I learned teaming up with Raz, because we make a pretty good team when I have the book.
True.
But when Raz has the book, Raz can't read. Like,
Whoa!
What was on the book? What was on the book that even made sense?
Okay, a lot of the book don't make sense. But you remember the Simon Says part?
Yes.
How you just you gave me the wrong button and the wrong button.
I couldn't understand what the fuck was happening.
So I was talking to one of my buddies today because he is like completely addicted to Lost Ark. Remember Lost Ark, the game that was
God.
G4's greatest and most successful stream of all time?
Yeah,
that
and
we made
then
the stream for.
fucking died.
Well, my friend plays it, no kidding, 16 hours a day.
Oh
Jesus
my god.
So
Christ.
he plays
Is he Korean?
he plays a lot of Lost Ark. And so he was telling me about this new content that came out in it and like some of the bosses that dropped. And one of the bosses, he said, it kills a lot of people because they're not paying attention. Because a lot of the stuff in this game, it's like if the boss glows red, then pick up the red orbs throughout the arena and that'll let you hurt it or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, everybody calls this the Pokemon boss because it drops red, blue, and green orbs.
Ew.
But then you have to pick the orb that counters that orb instead of the same color. So like if the boss is red, you have to pick the blue orb because water beats fire. If the boss is green, pick the red one. And that's what the memory game in Don't Talk and Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is. Because if like the red light is beeping, I'd be like, all right, Raz, red light. And he'd be like, okay, press the red light. And I would press it, go, you have one mistake left. I'd be like, okay, Raz, I guess we're going to blow up. When in reality, it's a 2-step memory game. Because it's like if the red one's blinking, he's supposed to be like, all right, press yellow. And so that's what me and Raz never figured out. The moral of the story is that me and Raz exploded in that game from bomb damage
many
about
fucking times.
40 times. But
Yeah.
There was also the numbers game that was also a pretty deep memory game that fucked me.
the numbers
was
game was a
awful.
torpedo, dude. That one was... The shapes game was the best because that was brilliant from you. Your names for all the things.
There it is.
Reaper's Scythe for the paragraph symbol.
Yes.
And then the menorah for the thing.
Oh yeah, the menorah.
We had the menorah, and then we might have
There
to
was
bleep
a
this
number
part
3
out.
that's an alien. What's the other one?
There was the one that was Guy killing himself.
A guy killing
Did you
himself.
know what symbol he meant?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
that's the worst part is that became the call out.
Yes. It was so clear once you say it. It was like, well, that's just it now, and it's stuck in my head. So
And then there was the one that looked like a dog.
None of them look like a dog.
There was no
Looked like a
dog.
The one, it looked like a dog.
Are you talking about Guy killing himself?
No, it was the one that looked like a dog. You guys said it looked like an H, but it actually looked like a dog.
Everything looks like a dog to you, Ovilee.
Everything looks like a dog.
there it is. Everything. weird.
Is that an H?
There's one where I said a lowercase b, but then Ovilee started, and he said it was a D or something like that.
No,
Like,
I
what is
said
Ovilee-
upside down P.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you said
and it
upside
was
down p.
And I was like, what is she saying, dude?
Like what?
Upside down P.
I
I felt
see
bad
the
for Ian
world-
there. He had to try and decipher that one.
I see the world through different eyes, okay?
Yep.
All right.
Very specialized.
Have you seen... No, neither of you guys have watched 30 Rock.
No.
I've seen some 30 Rock,
You've
but
seen
not
the
a
one
lot.
where they look through everyone's eyes?
No.
So it's like Alec Baldwin's character, Jack Donaghy, everything is a price sign on it.
Mm.
Tracy Jordan, everything is Tracy Morgan. Like,
Yeah.
it just clones of him. And then they go to Kenneth, and everyone's a puppet.
What the hell?
Everyone's a puppet.
I've not seen
And
that
everyone's singing.
Yeah.
Of course, that's
how
what
you
he would
see
see.
the world.
one. Of course, that's what he would see. You.
So are
would-
you the person seeing the puppets?
I see the puppets.
No.
How
I'm
is
pretty-
the P puppet a B puppet?
Because he has this squiggly little penis, right? So
Wait,
he
no,
just got
no,
like, he's like
no,
a giant...
I'm pretty sure
Giant
her
bulge.
eyes would just see nude anime men, and that's it. Like that's
I mean,
all you would
I
see.
wish. You know what my eyes have just been glued to for all of today, though?
What?
Cookie Run Kingdom. And no, this is not an ad.
Is this mobile gotcha trash?
This is mobile gotcha trash.
As soon as I heard the name, I was like, this has got to be mobile gotcha trash with 4-point-something stars, 1 million plus downloads, and a cartoon character going,
Yep.
Okay.
on the icon.
And that's
what it is.
And it's a cookie.
It's a cookie.
The cartoon
dude.
character is a
Yeah.
cookie.
It's a cookie. So it's called Cookie Run Kingdom, and basically it's gacha where you just have a bunch of cookies and you have to fight things like dragons. This is not an ad, I swear to God.
So my
It's
friends
really
did
not.
Cookie Run like a year ago.
I know, I'm very late to the party, but I saw
Now cookies don't have that good of a reputation around these parts.
what do you mean cookies don't have a good
Oh,
What
I
happened to
gotta
cookies?
set alt,
there-
set
there
alt
was-
the cookie right in the pussy.
You didn't give her the contact.
You didn't get it.
She doesn't know.
She doesn't know. No fucking
she
way.
doesn't know.
What the fuck are they talking
No,
about?
there was
I have
a
no idea.
there was a League of Legends content creator who got outed for doing some fucked up shit and saying some fucked up shit
He's a pedophile.
to some.
Hashinshin?
Oh no.
No, this.
Yeah.
Oh, he plays on the other end of the map. This one's at AD carry.
Yeah.
It actually sparked a debate over which role spawns worse people.
Is it
And
bad that I'm trying to think of which one because I feel like there's multiple
his
ones?
name
His
is Cookie.
Lol. Cookie lol.
Yeah, that's why the cookie thing brought it up. And the one message that everybody kept reposting from all these chat logs was him talking about. As you say, it
I'm gonna set alt you right in the pussy.
I'm gonna set alt you.
yeah. His sets alt is where he does the running like suplex.
Wow.
I don't know how you're gonna suplex the pussy, but like,
So
right.
that's what you spawned. That's
was
your responsibility now, host.
It was the most bizarre shit ever. Like, just Jesus fucking Christ, it was terrible. The fact that that's what Raz said at the cookie game.
So I just think
Oh,
it's-
thank God they're not a sponsor of us.
Oh,
no,
they're definitely not
I
now.
don't think they're gonna be either.
I just think it's interesting that I just try to talk about my love for cookies and
Yeah.
sweet cookie games. You guys immediately think of pedophiles.
I'm not the one that destroyed the name of cookies, okay? Cookies would have lived a happy life if it wasn't for him.
People suck. Did he get banned or is he still just walking around?
Oh, the worst part of all of this was that he went right back to streaming, and let's just say because he's European, a lot of people found it really funny to watch his stream and sub.
yeah.
So he made money off of that.
It's
Fuck it,
crazy.
dude. That shit is so fucked.
And
Well,
yeah, yeah.
It's just like the cultural difference, right? Because
That probably would have
West-
happened in North America too.
to the
Not
same
to the
extent.
degree. Not to the same degree.
Do you think that if Tyler One messaged someone, let's say Tyler One messaged you, Flowers, and said, "I'm a settle you in the bussy," I don't think that's cancellation.
And you're like 10 years old.
Well, I didn't say
Wait,
that. I didn't say that.
We love you, Tyler.
Why
This is
am
just a
I in
hypothetical.
this? Why am
People would have enjoyed that drama and would have like
They would have
subbed to his
loved it.
chat.
Exactly. They
Yeah.
would have loved it.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
Why am I in this?
because you've agreed to friendship.
Yeah.
Why did someone's got to get settled in the
I don't
What?
want to be a character in this story.
Well, unfortunately, there's now a visual of you getting set altered.
And now everyone's thinking of it.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it's just like Europe very different than American ideals. And like
Yeah.
you can thumbs up it, you can thumbs down it to whichever you want because there's always fucked up shit either way, but like very different stuff. Speaking of different stuff on kind of like, same side of the fucking coin. XQC $100 million non-exclusive streaming deal to Kick. What the fuck?
$100 million.
$100 million. And then Amaranth following. I didn't see a monetary sign on hers.
No monetary sign on hers. For XQC, there's a little bit more conversation around it because when she was talking to Pokimane, apparently, like he didn't say anything, but it was very clear that he has equity or something in Kick to offer the deal. But yeah, Amaranth is there. XQC obviously got the deal. Hikaru had an announcement like much earlier on,
Months
so
ago.
he's been streaming
Yeah.
for a while now. Kick has been pushing out offers, and a lot of people have been accepting on non-exclusive deals specifically because it's better for them to do non-exclusive because then they can get the traction from people who are now continuously streaming through Twitch and
Exactly.
bringing the audience over.
Absolutely. So it's just basically trying to siphon off of the Twitch viewership and everything.
Yeah.
And I think there was also an interesting conversation that Pokey, Asmongold, and a couple other people were talking about of, like, in a sense, this benefits Amazon regardless of how it
Yes.
affects Twitch, because what
does.
people are forgetting is the, what is it, the AWS?
AWS, yeah.
Amazon Web Services.
Amazon Web Services. Yes, thank you. Because Kick is using all of Amazon's tools. Like, there's a reason why Kick looks very similar to Twitch. Like, very fucking similar. They're using a lot of the same functionality. So a lot of that money that is going to Kick is still going back to Amazon in some sense.
Yeah.
Now, is this helping Twitch directly? No, absolutely not. But we're just looking at Big Papa Amazon right now, who probably does not care or has very little visibility over whatever is happening with Kick and Twitch.
Yeah.
And that's something that, like, we've seen in a lot of different Twitch and Amazon activations. Like, it seems like not everyone is always super connected on those. Where it's like a lot of different things are kind of siphoned off. So it's really interesting right now.
Yeah.
Because we have another streaming platform entering the scene years after Caffeine is dead, Mixer is dead, YouTube came in swinging with their big signings.
Facebook is dead. Like,
Facebook is
yeah.
dead. Yeah, like, it's, but the thing is, because Kick has big streamers like Trainwrecks behind it,
Yeah.
like Hikaru behind it, like now XQC behind it, they now have like a little bit more clout within fans.
Yeah.
Because when it was just Mixer or Caffeine, it was, oh, it's very clear that Ninja is just taking the fucking check. Good for him.
Yeah.
But with Kick, it seems like there's a little bit more investment.
There's more investment, and it's really clear how desperate the community is generally about, like, there legitimately being a competition. Because, like, hey, in China there's competition, and Korea there's I don't know actually about Korea. I can't really speak
Is
to
Korea
that.
still Afrika Zubu?
I think it's
Billy-
still
Billy?
Afrika. I don't know about
Billy Billy's China.
Billy's China, but they'll have some activations with it. But, like, yes, I don't know about Korea, but for sure there's a lot of competition
Yeah.
in China. So there's not really too much to worry about there. But in North America, it's like you just have Twitch. Twitch has been really squeezing as much dollars out of it, pushing streamers to the 50-50 split. And then once Kick actually starts challenging them, they reeled it back in with their initiative that is really just making it so the top streamers again can receive the 70-30 split.
Did you see how many?
It's like 1,000.
1,000.
Yeah. So it's like, it's very, very minute, and it is just challenging. And apparently someone looked over the specifics of the contract or whatever you need to do to make it into that 1% echelon. I think it was Ludwig, actually. He was like, yeah, when he read the contract, he's like, this is the exact same stipulations as the old deal. So all Twitch did was like, oh, we're just bringing it back because Kick is pulling a lot of their creators to their website.
But I think some of the changes were the required 350 subs, hold that for 3 months.
No, apparently that was the same.
But not including Twitch Primes and not including gifted subs,
Yeah, there
which
it is.
if you are a smaller streamer,
Yeah.
and I know that you'll have to let me know your experience on this, but I know that with my streams, like, I'm not reeling in thousands of people. I don't stream often enough for that. I don't have great enough content for that, but I will have like a couple fans who really want to support the stream. So I'll have fans come in and drop like 50 subs, and that's just one person.
Yeah.
Those 50 subs don't count towards the 350 sub goal. It's just the one if they themselves sub.
Yeah.
So it's like for smaller streamers who have very dedicated fans, those fans cannot carry them into that upper echelon of streamers, which just sucks.
But I think that's the goal for Twitch. That's absolutely the goal. They don't, and I'm not saying I support this. I'm just playing the devil's advocate explanation. They don't want the smaller streamers to get the better deal because there's a large number of those smaller streamers. The only people that they want getting the deal are the people who are going to pull in larger and larger audiences themselves instead of having a small dedicated fan base that has a tougher time to grow, right?
Yeah.
Like they want the guys that are constantly getting more and more people like just showing up and subscribing on their own because they're saying, okay, it's worth it for us to give you this better split because you're going to have just so much. 30% of you is going to be worth more than 50% of most people is the bet that they're making with this thing.
Yeah.
Monetarily.
And I think people are aware of that. It's just that they hit it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
And the reason why I said there's like a desperation with consumers is because people have been largely supportive of something like this just because they want there to be a real challenge to Twitch. YouTube was supposed to be it, but honestly, they've been trash for quite some time. They've only been really good at being able to pull the big time streamers that they wanted to get, and then past that, there's no discoverability for literally anybody. And their UI, I pointed it out a while ago. Their UI is dog shit. Everything about YouTube's like UI and how they present their streaming services is not good. It's like they haven't even tried.
Is it that bad?
It's really bad.
It's very secondary.
I've never even tried it. The only thing I've ever used it for before is when Twitch tries to fuck me with 8 ads at a time on like LCS or something. I will just go to the YouTube stream because I have an ad blocker that works on YouTube. Like, remember, it's your duty as a responsible citizen to say fuck you to as many ads as you can. Download an ad blocker today.
There it is.
This is why we don't have sponsors, by the way.
But anyway, YouTube, that's the only time I would ever use it. But that's exactly for a channel that I already know what I'm looking for, like YouTube, LCS, whatever, right? And so I've, like, this discoverability thing, like, dude, I've never even seen other streams on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah. It's really difficult to find. I had a full-on video about it, but there's so many things. I can probably just go into quite quickly if you're fine with that.
Hit it.
Number one is that, like, there's 2 sections. There's the gaming section, and then there's the stream section, live stream section. And the live stream section is basically just chatting. So if you wanted to watch a just chatting stream, you can go in there, and there's like a plethora of people to pick from. Usually that's where you'll find like Valkyrie, Ludwig, and people like that.
Lily
Fuslie.
Pichu.
But then you'll get into the in-between, the murky area, because people like Saikuno will stream Valorant. So he's likely going to be in the gaming section. In the gaming section, you open the tab, and there's like everything. And when I say everything, I mean like videos, shorts, and then there's a top bar, which is just like the gaming categories. And you click the gaming category you want to pick from. And then their filter is like your region or worldwide. And your region is really useless. It doesn't work.
Wait, what?
You are on your region, and you'll see like Russian streamers, Hebrew. You'll see like someone streaming in European solo queue, like Spanish or something like that. You're like, okay, so I'm here to watch an English stream or something, or anything within America. Like, that's fine if someone is like streaming their language within America. That's fine, but that's not what it is. So it's like, okay, that's broken, and they will say, oh, it's this. It is listed from highest viewers to lowest viewers, and you'll look at it and you're like, no, this guy has 2K, this guy has 90 people, this guy has 5K, this guy has 15K. It's just completely at random at times. So that's like a few of multiple things that I had an issue with them. Also, kind of a small thing, because it's separated from live streaming, which is just chatting, to just gaming. If you're switching between the two from like, hey, I'm just chatting and I'm going to play a game, then you ruin your own discoverability because now you're just lost into a random echelon. I don't know why they didn't just combine them. There's a lot of things that's just not easy. So Kick is easy. They literally just took from the Twitch UI, which I enjoy. The problem with them is just the fact that they have the unregulated gambling site that's funding it entirely, stake.com, which is like, okay, people have said that you're either with Amazon, which is obviously like that there's a corporate issue with them as well, from how they treat their workers, to stake.com, which is obviously, yes, gambling people will just paint as a wide brush, but there's a large difference between like regulated gambling companies and unregulated gambling companies that can throw in whatever kind of tilted odds that they want. So overall, I'm like, yeah, it sucks that it's on kick.com and they are just funding everything through their large gambling pockets. But now we have fucking competition in the sector. That's a win, as long as they can do something about Aiden Ross. As long as they can do something about that. The funniest shit, by the way, just on the XQC point, he joins. Me and my friends are just going through like streams, and I see him XQC streaming. I was like, oh, he's watching a clip of Batman. No, he's just watching the entire Dark Knight movie. I was like, how the fuck is this happening? And then I was like, oh, wow, this is insane, this happening. The next morning I wake up, oh, it got DMCA'd.
Of course it got DMCA'd, man.
But that's drama, because now he's kicking up a fuss because he's like, Aiden Ross was watching a whole movie too, and he didn't get DMCA'd.
Yeah.
So the whole branding of kick.com is a wild one, including the whole DMCA issue because everyone's just fucking watching movies there.
So,
And
look,
porn.
I don't know enough about DMCA or gambling to really contribute to those conversations in a way that I'd be confident standing behind. But I did read a very funny quip about this whole thing that I figure you will get a kick out of.
I'm sure I will.
So
Get a kick out of?
I don't even know. I didn't intend that because
Get it.
I hate puns so much. No,
Get a kick
boo,
out of?
absolutely not. I would not intend to do such a thing. It would dishonor my family and disgrace my
There it
clan.
is.
I do not accept such things. Anyway, so I'm reading some random bullshit on one of the subreddits that didn't black out.
Oh, yeah.
And so they're having a discussion, and one guy is like, I can't fucking believe it, dude. This guy sits in front of his computer and loses his fucking mind at random video games, and he's getting paid more money than LeBron. You gotta be fucking with me. And then that's not the best part.
Yeah.
The best part is the dude who responds to him. And I normally can't see somebody's facial hair without visualizing an image of them.
Yes.
But the neck beard on this man popped out of my screen.
Oh, I'm ready for this.
Like, I had to get the vacuum cleaner to pick the hairs up with because this dude comes in and he's just saying, well, when you think about it, I mean, LeBron only gets paid that much because people want to watch him play a game, right? Can we really say that LeBron's that much more skilled than XQC is? I would honestly argue that it just comes down to how many people are willing to pay to watch you play.
And
when we look at it like that, I think XQC is a great investment. And then the response to his comment is just, most sane XQC watcher. And I was like, yes, I have to tell Raz about
That
this.
is perfect in every conceivable way.
Typical XQC frog.
That's insane. I love it. That guy deserves a medal.
It is crazy how much gaming influencers and streamers in our industry make off of like brand deals or just basic streams promoting specific games
Yeah.
or doing like all of this crazy stuff. Because when I was trying to learn a little bit more about like the industry or industry rates and stuff like that, and I hear, oh well, this Ian, we were talking about an actor where we said an actor probably made like 50 or 60 grand off of. I'm trying to remember what the fucking conversation was.
I think the conversation was about Pedro's.
Oh, I would pay.
Oh, of
Pedro's
course
pay.
it fucking was.
That's what I was
The
saying.
Last of Us.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, Pedro probably made like $11 million or something from this, or something crazy, or he made $1 million from this. And you said it was probably something much, much lower.
Yes, we won't speak exactly about Pedro's pay, but
We don't know what Pedro's pay is. We're just guessing. Okay, Ian's not giving me a number.
I'm not gonna give you a real.
He doesn't want to get into that.
in the broadcast. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Seems like
Wait, are there
seems like Ian
actual-
knows.
Wait, you
seems like
actually
Ian
know?
There are
knows.
actual numbers, yeah,
Can I Google this?
and it's way less than you think.
Wait, can I Google it?
Maybe.
You could. You
Yeah.
could be doing
But
that.
people with real talent make way less money than certain influencers.
Yep.
How much
Especially
did
if it's
Pedro
just gambling
Pascal-
dollars. Just as a reminder, you know, in the NBA, you're getting enormous TV deals for the companies, which
yeah.
is why 82. Wait, what's the
I was
number
right.
you're throwing out?
Wait, it says, okay, The Last of Us salary controversy. Wait, why is it a controversy?
Oh, there it is. She's learning that her favorite actor was
Oh.
paid pennies.
Read the
No,
whole thing.
it's because Pedro Pascal was paid $600,000 for each episode in which he played Joel.
Okay.
But Bella Ramsey, who played Ellie, was only paid $70K per episode.
How old is she?
Which is completely fair.
That doesn't seem like a
That's not a
issue.
controversy.
No. That doesn't seem like an issue between gender. That seems like a
It's star power.
star power
He's the
name
Mandalorian.
draw.
Yep.
Agent.
Also,
Yeah.
how old is she?
She is, I think, like 19 or 20.
Oh shit! I thought she was 10. No, I'm just kidding. I thought
She's
she
a
was at
perfectly fine
least.
actor. She'll make more in the second season.
I thought she was like
Ovilie's
17 or
face,
16.
dude. Get the Ovilee cam on this.
How old do you think I am?
50.
Did you say 50?
Wait, I should say what I should say because you've told me this multiple times. But as we said in the last conversation, my memory is awful. So let's see. I'm guessing you're 20.
My birthday was
4.
like last week.
24.
No,
23.
no older.
in the ballpark. We're getting close.
26.
No,
25.
Oh my God, Flowers, help him out.
27.
What?
Anyway, the conversation was about how you thought Pedro made like $10 million for that show, and he did not.
Yeah.
He very much did not.
Fucking XQC is getting paid more than
he made
Pedro.
good money. No one's complaining about Pedro's pay here, but he didn't make $10 million.
You just have to get into the pockets of the gambling industry, all right?
Big gambling.
Yeah.
Honestly, is it controversial to say I would take $1 million from a gambling agency?
You heard it here
I guess
first.
it's literally
Here,
controversial,
today on Caster's Couch.
but most people would understand.
It's going to be a
It's
big
like-
roulette wheel next episode.
So here's the thing, though. Wait. Here's the thing, though. Because the reason why I bring this up, because LCS and esports is in a very fucking bad spot right now. So if Stakes or if some gambling agency came to a team and was like, hey, TSM, we know that you're down with crypto, but crypto's gone now. We can give you 10 million so long as you promote Stakes or something. I think TSM would take that fucking deal if they could. I think that
TSM
any
would take any
esports
deal if they
org,
could.
Of course, TSM
any
would take it.
esports org though, any esports org would
But-
probably take that deal.
Yeah,
But
likely.
why would Stake give them money?
Yeah.
For what?
I don't fucking know,
For
but
their
that's what I'm saying.
viewership?
I mean,
But what I'm saying right now, the question is not what TSM could provide. The point that I'm trying to make right now is I don't think that esports orgs are in a position to be like, ooh, I'm picky with who I want to take my money from because
Yeah.
everyone's broke.
That's basically
I'm not
CS:GO.
100% certain, but I also believe that different tournaments,
Yeah.
leagues, and like productions have rules about what types of things can be sponsors.
Exactly.
Like you can't have a Pornhub sponsorship showing on your jersey and play
is bullshit.
in LCS or LEC or something like that,
They
right?
tried.
You can't have a Pornhub patch yet.
I'm pretty sure that unregulated gambling falls into that same category. So, not 100%, not an expert, but I think that it's not just up to orgs; it's up to the circuits that they participate in too.
But I'm saying if they could, they probably would.
Oh, they absolutely would.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, it's like people need cash right now.
I mean, at this point, Bitcoin and all that is essentially gambling. It's like
Yeah.
you are gambling. Which I will say, the fact that Crypto.com got nuked in a way, and so it might be losing, like the Crypto.com
The
arena.
Crypto.com arena.
is pretty
Yes.
good.
Oh.
And then also, what was it? It was something coin. It was not Bitcoin. It was
Coinbase?
Coinbase. That one was nuked.
Did that get terminated too?
Well, it's not getting terminated, but they're going through a lawsuit from the government. The government is
Oh.
suing them at the moment.
That's no good.
So that's a tough one. So
Yeah.
rest in peace to Team Liquid there.
So yeah, this is just my call out. If there's any gambling sponsors who want to give me $10 million so I can build Thresh a doghouse made of gold with silk and satin pillows,
We could have a roulette
Hit me up.
wheel right here.
hit me up.
What else could we have? We could have a
No,
blackjack
this isn't
table.
for Caster's Couch. This is just for me.
What?
Fuck you two.
Oh,
This is
fuck
just
you.
for me.
Look.
Just for me.
Look,
you have
I'm
plenty
the relevant
of guys.
one. Okay, we're the relevant ones
There
here.
you
We
go.
have jobs.
One of us works for FlyQuest, and they are 0-3.
But
That's all you
their
need to
melee
hear.
players are popping off. Listen, if you think about it, all the gambling sites, they have Trainwreck, they have Mo, they've got XQC and all that stuff. I'm not hearing any vaginas on that list, okay? So if you're
Amaranth?
in need of a...
Amaranth?
Is Amaranth sponsored by
Oh, she's on
gambling
Kick
though?
now.
Well, she's on
Well,
Kick.
she's technically on Kick. Okay, listen. If you need someone with smaller boobies,
There you go. Real
Call a
I
bitch
thought
up.
of a good comment, but I'm not going to say it.
say it. Nope, you have to say it.
Well, okay, fine, but I claim immunity for this.
Fair.
So you said that you're not hearing any vaginas on that list. Well, when you hear a vagina, it's called a queef. So Ovilee for Queef 2023 is your campaign.
I would vote for that. I would vote for that. I would vote.
I don't know if that one's going to catch on, but
It's not gonna catch
we'll
on.
see. We'll run it to...
But I support that entirely.
It's
But I will say, they have an entire section. You go for it. You go for it.
I was gonna...
Kick has a queef section?
Wow, she was gonna fart.
wait.
She was gonna queef.
I was gonna fart, but then I
Then I
realized
shit
that,
my pants.
but then I realized that people would probably do something gross to it.
For sure. 100%.
I was about to look this man dead in the eyes and be like, I've got one. But then I realized, like, I had someone DM me asking for, like, feet pics last week. And then I had someone else on Instagram being like, hey, yo, can you send me pictures of your Adam's apple for money? And I'm like, no. And I'm like,
Well, you saying that business up for grabs or what?
dude, no. Okay.
Trying to cash it.
Wait. This is actually crazy though, because this was something that I was like kind of subconscious of due to bullying and stuff, like as a kid.
Yeah.
So I have an Adam's apple.
True. It's there.
It's there, right? And usually women do not have like pronounced Adam's apple. Usually they're more hidden. They're not as like, what is it called?
Prominent.
Prominent. Thank you. Usually they're not
Eve
as, I was
apple,
going to say
pretty much.
protruding, and I'm like, that's
Technically
not a
would
word.
also be right.
Yeah, we'll take it.
She's
Not-
got the Eve apple.
But yeah,
You're not
prominent
wrong.
and stuff. So like when I started at LCS, everyone was like, that chick's a dude. She's got that chick's
Well, I remember
back.
seeing some of those comments
Right?
now.
Exactly.
What?
Right. Yeah, there was
no,
tons.
dude, there was some weirdos in the chat.
There was some really weird stuff where it's all like, I bet she's not done with her transition or something yet, which is like pretty fucking transphobic and like weird
Yeah.
shit. But also, I didn't know how I was supposed to respond too, because I'm like, do I just say like, fuck you, I'm not a man? Wait, do I have to prove that? Here's a vagina? Like, I don't even.
Don't think that last option's the play. I think of
mean-
all the plays in the
Unless-
playbook, that's not the one
That would have
you
been a
run.
successful pitch to the
Well,
producers.
would it?
Would it?
Who knows, right? But it was just always such a weird thing. But now I've learned that it's apparently a fetish. So, you know, if everything burns down to the ground, I'll sell my
Adam's apples are a fetish.
Wow, we have fetishized everything.
How do
in
you
this
know that
goddamn
so quickly,
country.
Flowers?
No, you just
You
I
just
said
said
it.
that.
I was
said that.
posing a question.
No, I
just
think you
told
said
us.
that with confidence. You're like, Ovilee, yes. Adam's apple, they
Oh,
are
I
a
did
fetish.
Why would
get
I
that
say
vibe
it with
out
Can
of
you
it.
hook
confidence?
something?
That does sound like a Hawaiian fetish.
I have an Adam's apple the size of the whole goddamn cherry tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some people
Like-
would fuck
But
to
you
get
only
to
like
it.
it on girls. Which some could say is
Do you
sexist.
like an Adam's apple or not?
What do you want to do to Adam's apples?
Nothing.
Okay, he's laughing like he's
Yeah,
scared
he's
right now.
starting all red,
He's
guys.
laughing like he's
He
scared
would
right
let
now.
I
Adam's
really
apple
don't
fuck.
understand how that is a fetish. That to me seems like it's on the same tier as like armpits.
Yeah.
Oh, armpits are definitely a fetish.
Yeah,
I
they are
learned
a
that from the
fetish.
League of Legends community a couple of years ago, and it was one of the ones that had me be like, where you sweat from? That?
Yeah, because
Wait,
it's
from the league community.
tasty.
Yeah, because people in League are fucking weird.
What was the first?
They don't get
Whose
pussy,
armpits
so they
were they
go for
talking about?
armpits.
I don't even. I saw people talk about armpits and splash arts. That's what it was. It was horny motherfuckers talking about armpits and splash arts.
Okay, that makes sense.
Are you telling me that there's people who look for Adam's apples and splash arts?
I bet you Samira doesn't cut her armpit hair.
Yeah, she
No.
doesn't.
She lets it grow.
She lets
Full
that
bush.
go wild.
Yeah.
Yep. And it stinks too.
Ugh.
That's a fetish.
Okay,
right
well,
there.
that
so
doesn't
that
meet-
that was an extra step. That was an
Wait,
extra.
what did you do? What?
He said, and it stinks too.
What did
And it stinks too.
Oh, see,
Some nice beat.
you guys are saying Flowers. Flowers said that Flowers didn't say that with enough of intonation for it to sound like a question, and now Raz is over here adding details about stank, and
I'm
he's
just
not getting
saying what people are thinking.
Who's thinking this?
nice
Who is
stank on
thinking
it.
this?
There are people out there that's thinking
People.
it, putting it out there. I'm representing the unrepresented.
Yeah, representing for the horny unmade.
Thank you for being the vocal minority.
Of course, I'm out here for you guys.
We need you.
All
for
the
that.
Samira armpit lovers out there.
We're gonna
standing
get
with you,
some.
Raz.
We're gonna get some fan art immediately. Hey guys, if you're on Twitter
No.
Have you ever,
under this video,
have you
Just
ever
reply.
received fan art of yourself, Raz?
a few times, yeah,
That's cute.
it is nice.
It's adorable.
How about yourself?
Well,
Well, wait. Have you got weird fan arts?
so no, there was actually this one artist who I think her name was Love City or something on Twitter, where she would draw everyone who's in the Hafu morning lobby. She drew me with great tits. She
Whoa.
drew me with tits and an ass, and I'm like, thank you so much.
She
Wait,
gave you a suggestion.
Were you like a normal person in these, or were you like an Among Us with titties and ass? Because I know that that's what you guys played in those lobbies, and I know that there's like ASCII art of Among Us's with giant cocks. So I'm just imagining if this is like the other side of that coin, where you're a titties and ass Among Us.
No, No.
I'm just asking.
I
I'm
was
trying
in
to learn.
So I was in a white or a purple suit or something like that. But I just, again, Flowers, I think it's interesting that that's immediately what your, mind goes to.
What, a mug-us?
With big old titties?
Yeah, you're just immediately
old
imagining
titties.
small little mug-us
A
jelly
big
beans.
ol' a mug-us
Huge
titty?
titties
Big
and a
old
massive
titties.
cock.
Oh, you 2 and 1.
I think he likes it. Think that's it.
I think
We're
we know.
signing
I
off.
think we know what's in Flower's search history now.
We'll find out.
Honestly,
Lot of
his
Path of
surgery
Exile.
is my doing. His surgery on his TV.
If you want to learn about Chun-Li thighs, just go into my YouTube search history where Raz found a compilation of Street Fighter V Chun-Li costume
I was
videos.
just saying a very successful marketing strategy from Street Fighter could also be done in League of Legends. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it already has,
You mean
man.
Kaisa's titties?
They want to throw that out there, they could do it.
Dude,
have.
misfortunes are like
Yeah.
way more of
They-
a character on their own than Kaisa's are.
They defy gravity.
Kaisa's all about that ass, first of all. But
Yeah.
True.
MF's got the cannons.
It's the skin tight.
Shock and awe, that's the name.
voice.
Ironically.
Shock and ah.
Oh my.
Did you ever notice with that emote when she shows the gun, she also pops one boob further out, like when she says
does
it?
do that.
Yeah, that's the animation.
The unfortunate
it's
part of-
shock and awe.
The unfortunate part of all of this is the most searched. What do you think is the most searched League of Legends champion in Pornhub?
Ari?
Ari.
I thought the same thing.
Bucks?
What?
Ezreal.
Tristana.
Oh no!
Bam!
Thank you, Loco Doco.
No way.
Tristana?
I think it was Lod.
The little.
It was Loco Doco.
No,
Tristana was Lod.
if you're talking about what I think you're talking about,
Yeah.
I'm not going to comment on it. But I do not believe that you're correct.
You're not
Google it
correct.
right now.
I'm defending Loco Doco's name on this
Tristana,
one.
what the fuck?
I'm
He doesn't want to do it.
I'm not gonna out nobody
doesn't-
because it's just weird as hell.
It's important history.
It's part of the lore.
Most searched league of.
Okay, 10 years ago. Yeah, the comment right here says.
It could have been both. It could have been both. I will say that it could have been both.
It could have been more than one.
It could have been
The
multiple
comment
people.
here says. Okay, so wait, let me
We're gonna have to
read
edit
this
this part
article.
out.
Let me read this article. No, it's important to history. They removed the article.
Oh.
Granted, it is from 10 years
They're
ago.
burning books.
They're
They're
burning
removing
books.
history.
Look at those bottom 3 comments. Hey, when it comes to that type of weird shit, I've got an encyclopedia for it.
So do you
Your
want?
mind's the Library of Alexandria for weird ass cartoon porn?
So you do want a list of the most searched, League of not League of Legends, just game characters in Pornhub.
Number
of
one has to
2022?
be the chick from Overwatch. Because
Tracer.
Overwatch is like the number one porn game.
It's Overwatch. It's what's her name? Elizabeth from BioShock.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I will list them.
Those were the two that ended
Wait,
up.
wait, let me go.
Hold on,
Okay,
yeah.
number one.
Elizabeth from BioShock.
I don't even see where that character is. I don't
She's
even
not
know
even
who.
top 5.
I don't see her.
Isn't her name Elizabeth?
Elspeth?
Yeah, no, yeah. It's
Is it-
Elizabeth.
No, it's Elizabeth, yeah.
But I
It's
think Raz is
BioShock.
talking like right now, and so
Oh.
she hasn't been in the subject of conversation. For a decade.
Tracer, Diva.
You're right about Diva.
Yeah. I would say Widowmaker.
Come
too.
on.
I see Tracer.
Ovilee.
I'll just list it for you.
No.
Wait,
before
let
you
us
go-
finish.
Okay.
Before you go, because Ovilee, you did a cosplay of this character when the game came out.
I don't think it's Bayonetta.
Not that character.
Oh, Dami Mommy.
Dami Mommy.
Lady D.
There it is.
Oh,
That's
okay.
gotta
Lady
be
D.
one.
Lady D's
That's
in
gotta
there.
be
Yeah,
one.
Lady
She's number
D.
4.
Lady
Lady
D's
D,
good.
of
She's
course.
number 4.
Wait, where was Diva?
Diva's number 1.
Yeah.
See, that's the chick I was thinking.
Yep.
She's the mech pilot,
Okay,
right?
Yeah.
just so you don't give us blue balls, Raz, what's the actual order?
Okay.
Okay, number 1, Diva. Number 2, you're never gonna get this. Jenny Mod from Minecraft.
We're ending the show. We're ending the show. We're ending the show.
What the?
Jenny Mod from
Minecraft! Motherfuckers want to fuck some rectangles!
This is what happens when you give children the internet. Like, legitimately.
Rectangles!
Oh, God. Kids are wanking it to Jenny Mod from Minecraft.
Fucking
right.
rectangles.
Number 3 is Widowmaker from Overwatch.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 4 is Dami Mommy from Resident Evil Village. Number 5 is Mercy from Overwatch. Overwatch is taking
Overwatch
over.
is- I told you,
it's
dude.
Yep.
Overwatch.
Number 6, Tracer from Overwatch.
Yeah.
And then Mona
just
from
missed that
Genshin Impact is number 7.
Which
Number
character
8.
is that?
I don't know. I don't
She's-
play Genshin.
She's small.
She's the person. The what?
Am I thinking of the right one, or am I thinking of Hu Tao?
Mona from.
She's the purple witch looking character.
Okay.
But number 8 is Ruby from Fortnite. Kids.
Fortnite.
Number 9 is Mei from Overwatch. So all body types
Ooh,
is
she
acceptable.
thick. We love it.
Number 10 is Slime from Genshin Impact.
So it's
Slime from Genshin Impact.
is it just
Slime from Genshin
Oh no, it's
Impact.
actually a
Show me.
It's
Show
a slime.
me.
It's
No,
just a slime.
it's
There's
a
no
slime.
porn in there. It's just
a
a slime.
like a little jelly
That's all it
monster.
is.
Okay, what website are you on?
I'm not gonna give him free advertising.
I think you need to tell me what website because we need a source.
I'm not gonna give this website. It asked for my location. I declined.
It asked for
immediately.
my location.
So it might not.
We don't know if this is actually just coming from Raz's notes.
You're
No,
on
this
the-
is accurate.
you're on the
Anyways,
watch list now.
Aura from Fortnite, then Chun-Li, then Jet, then Hu Tao from Genshin.
Who's
Oh,
also
Wait, Jet is the foot one? The most
Jet
recent one?
is the what is like the Korean character that dashes a
Oh,
lot.
Valorant.
Yeah, in Valorant.
Oh,
Okay.
Gotcha.
Then Eula from Genshin Impact, then Lynx from Fortnite, then Lisa from Genshin, then Eevee from Fortnite.
I like Lisa.
Ash from Overwatch, and then the first League of Legends character, Tristana,
At what number globally?
number 20 globally.
So
Oh,
damn, it's
China.
So it's
Yours?
Overwatch number 1.
Yeah.
And then a lot of Genshin and Fortnite back and forth in the
Yep.
top 20.
You know what this is? You know what this
What's
is
that?
actually, and it's kind of scary.
What?
We're being aged out of our porn.
Oh no.
We're being aged out of our porn.
Oh,
Genshin
no.
Impact, Minecraft have taken over. So now all of us with taste who are expecting, like,
Kids
With
these days. They don't even know a good Rule
good
34.
characters.
Oh, this is us getting aged out because behind Tristana,
Thinking like Yuffie from Final Fantasy,
behind Tristana, Tifa,
Yeah.
Tifa.
and then
See?
Jinx from League of Legends,
Yeah, we're actually just getting aged out of our porn.
Katana,
Get jinxed.
then Ada Wong from Resident Evil.
Dude,
I don't know
Yeah.
who that is.
Oh,
I don't know
Ada
that
the
one.
red
See?
dress?
Then
Yeah.
Loba from
All of those.
Apex.
Yeah, all of those are what I would have expected. I wouldn't have expected Jenny from Minecraft.
Jenny Mod!
Dude, I still can't believe Minecraft was like number 2 or whatever.
What does
That's-
box pussy look like? Like,
Get you some
And
box
with
pussy.
that, thank you all so much for watching another episode of Caster's Couch. Make
you
sure
want
that
the
you like,
box sissy?
make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Write a comment wondering what would you prescribe to Raz for this infliction that he has upon him, dear Lord.
Oh my god.
Also, another self-plug. Check out my show on FlyQuest, youtube.com/FlyQuest. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
What the fuck?
Get you some
Box
pussy.
pussy.
What does box pussy look like?